I'm going to take a stabber in the dark and say this was one of the worst decisions of this season. Welcome back to Fog Football. And was sending off Ndaba with a straight red for a dangerous tackle against Hibernian the correct decision? Or did VAR get it wrong again? Unsurprisingly, it was one of the most controversial decisions of the weekend, despite not involving either of the old firm. But here on Fog Football, we cover it all. So let's talk about it. And we've also talked about Mulgrew's thoughts on it. And he thought it was a clear red. He thought it was the correct decision, because he's a fud. And Neil McCann, you know what? I think the most underrated pundit in Scottish football. He fucking set him straight. He told him where to go. He went, see you, Charlie. Piss off.
I like Neil McCann's thoughts and opinions, but he comes across as boring.
He does.
It's his demeanour. Just his voice is.
No, he does.
He's got like a lackey enthusiasm. It's like every time he's talking, it's almost like he's got a gun held to his head and he's been like forced into giving his opinion. I mean, I agree with a lot of what Neil McCann says, but he kind of just sits there, slouched, leaning to the side. It's like
no,
it's almost like he doesn't give a fuck.
He's definitely boring, right? But he's right.
Aye, I mean, if you're going to be boring, at least be right what you're saying. There's nothing.
This is the guy that said when that old firm goal earlier this season got disallowed, he said, well, they should change the rule. And I'm going to absolutely agree with some man that says that, because the rule should be getting changed.
Aye, well, rules aren't the only thing getting changed. A good old battery change there to keep Fog Football in the green.
In the money, in the green. Anyway, guys, let's go. 355 votes. I actually can't believe a quarter of the vote. It's actually split right down. It's perfect split.
No, it's mental though, seeing you have a poll involving either Celtic or Rangers. It's almost like nobody cares.
Nah, no one cares.
I know, it's a wee bit strange that, but anyway.
I can guarantee you there's going to be comments referring to the old firm though.
Well, there's only 6, so there might not be. But yeah, it was the decision to send off Ndaba for a straight red card. Was it for us?
You take a back seat there, mate. Bringing you back to the table.
That's what the night shift does to you, man. It takes you out the game.
Right, so in joint last,
just like Ndaba got took out the game.
In joint last place, right, we've got correct decision, dangerous red card, and also horrible decision. Tackle was good. I'm going to say tackle was good. Because for me, the game's gone. I know we're going down this path of where you win the ball and you catch them a wee bit. We're still looking at cards, but what are we doing here?
Well, Charlie Mulgrew's defence was that he was out of control. His studs were high. It went over the ball. It could have resulted in an injury. Look, coulda, woulda, shoulda. Every fucking tackle could result in an injury. It's a physical sport.
If Charlie Mulgrew was a good footballer, he could have went to Real Madrid.
Aye.
So I mean, we can change the rules of football and talk it all we want, but the reality is, he won the fucking ball, man. They're acting like he did a Cantona and he jumped through the crowd and fucking sweet chin music, some guy.
I don't even think it was a foul.
No, so
I actually think they should have played on. I mean, he won the ball. He won the ball.
No, it's ridiculous.
I don't see how. I mean, I know 50% of people think it should have been a yellow card. I'm not buying it. I don't see how it's a yellow card. I think he's clearly won the ball here, and I think it's ridiculous how they've deemed this a foul, never mind a red card. And this is VAR looking at it. And I'm pretty sure originally a yellow card was given. And then they upgraded it to a red.
Yeah. Obviously, when they start to slow it down, though, I mean, it wasn't on TV, but I'm going to assume they slowed it down. You've seen it on sports scene.
But you slow it down and you win the ball. You see that he wins the ball. I mean, I think without VAR and without the replays, you can forgive a ref if he gets this wrong, gives a red. Because he might not have seen it, alright? I can accept it.
In real time.
But yes. I can't accept mistakes like this anymore with VAR. You should not be getting this shit with VAR anymore.
Yeah, but you've got to spin it. VAR, it slows it down, and then he sees the contact.
Nah, it's not good enough. I'm not buying that.
I'm not buying it.
What contact? He sees the contact with the guy's foot in the ball. He sees him making the tackle.
Yeah, but that's the point. It's slowed down, and because it looks reckless, that's why he sent him off, even though he's won the fucking ball.
It's like a still image. Any image can make any. The safest tackle in the world can look bad if you take an image at the right point and you frame it.
Yep.
So I'm not buying that slowed down pish. They've got the videos, they've got the replays. They can slow it down as slow as they want. The guy makes contact with the fucking ball. It was a good tackle, and Derek McKinnon should have been a lot more pissed off, in my opinion, than what he was. But he didn't seem that. I mean, he was bothered, but I think he should have been losing the plot. Anyway, let's
He who hangeth about get hee haw. So let's go into the 6 comments.
because we're not hanging about here.
There's going to be a penalty to Rangers in here.
Because we don't want hee haw.
I'm banking on it.
The user, that Hibs player ran in front of Corey and he couldn't just stop. It's natural for him to keep sliding. Seems like we were getting some early April Fool's jokes as always in the Prem. I agree. It's not even a... people are saying yellow card. It's not even a foul. He wins the ball. I'm actually shocked that I can't believe it.
No, but we always hear, this is actually right, this guy, you always hear about your arms being in unnatural positions, right? You see, if you go in for a slide tackle and you hit the ball, it's not like you can fucking stop yourself. Like, immediately, as soon as you win the ball, like you hit a brick wall, you have to continue sliding.
Or you make yourself disappear, you turn invisible.
Right.
That's not how it works.
So obviously, right, there's some people who slide in, right, and their studs are like fucking 10 feet up in the air, right? I think that those ones, alright, you can definitely move your leg down, but see this one, no. You can't have one rule for arms and a different rule for legs.
His foot is practically trailing across the ground. How's that fucking high?
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. He's kept it low. Like, there is some people who do these tackles and it is high. We have to admit that. But you have to treat it like you do with handballs. And for this, this is the equivalent of having your arm at your body and it's hit it and they gave a penalty. It's a joke.
I didn't agree. I didn't agree with. I agree with you. I didn't agree with the decision. Russell Muir said it wasn't a card. It was the spoon burners. What about the two of them at the Rangers game on Cantwell?
I wasn't long for getting the old Farrant.
Kevin Fannin says does not take much for Cantwell to go down. Rumour has it Cantwell ended up in another garden during storm at Isa. Heard you.
It's Isa. With sandwiches.
Russell Muir says, heard you'd been done because your downstairs neighbour caught you in your kid's bed.
Alright.
This kind of stuff fucking ruins this for me. Kelvin Fannin, what kind of part is that, man? Just going straight to that kind of rubbish is an illness. Plus, caught has an A in it.
Coot.
What about neighbour? Is that how you spell it these days? Nabur. Sounds like someone...
Nabur Coot.
Sounds like Rangers would sign for the fucking League One on a loan. Haven't they got the money to buy him? So let's sign Nabur Coot for League One. RJC, if that's a red, then football is fucked. I agree. If that is a red, then football is fucked. Because for me, it's a good tackle. It's a great tackle. He wins the ball. Now, I think if he doesn't win the ball, then you can obviously talk about yellow cards. And well, obviously, if you don't win the ball and you get the man, it's normally a card. I mean, if he doesn't win the ball at all and it's a red, then I can almost sort of accept it more. But I think if you win the ball, and I know people are going to say this is how football works, I think if you win the ball, then you shouldn't be getting a red no matter what. No matter how bad the follow through is, I think if you win the ball, then the most you should be able to give you is like a yellow for being a bit reckless. Winning the ball is the main thing.
So therefore you can get a second yellow. You would agree to that?
Well, I don't know, actually. No, I just think winning the ball is the main thing when you make a tackle. I think if you win the ball, you can't send someone off.
Fair enough. I agree, but that's the good old days.
I don't see how you can get a straight red for actually successfully winning the ball in a tackle. That doesn't seem right to me. Anyway, guys, that's it. We'll catch you in the next one. Majority of people here think it should have been a yellow. I think these are well wrong. I don't know how 25... I mean, at least I can almost accept the yellow. But for 25% of people to say it was the correct decision, that
Hibs fans, then.
Fucking baffles me.
Hibs fans.
Yeah, but 25% is quite a lot.
It ruined the game, though. It shafted Kelly. Yeah, win.
It did. So, it's not the right decision. And, yeah, VAR. I want it gone. I would vote for it out right now.
Yep.
Ruined the game. Like, realistically, there should be no horrible decisions anymore with VAR. Yes, you're always going to get, like, controversial decisions that some people agree with, disagree with, but there should be no howlers anymore with VAR. And for me, this is a howler.
You look at all these incidents that have happened this year, the crazy ones, like the Alistair Johnson handball. See if they wouldn't have looked at it because they couldn't have with no VAR. And then it wouldn't have mattered because it would have been offside. The problem with that is they went too far.
Referees are coming under more officials are coming under more scrutiny now because they've got VAR, and VAR gives them basically a second chance. If you get it wrong the first time, VAR gives you the ability to correct your mistake. And
or double down on being wrong.
Aye, and a lot of times when people are doubling down on being wrong, we're like, what the fuck is actually happening here? So
it's like doing a bet. when you're doing 15, you bet another 15, you're doing another 50.
Aye, then you're doing 100. It's shite. Anyway, guys,
then
that's
you're
it.
down 200.
Aye, well, that's plenty. That's plenty. That's it, guys. Catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.